What's going on, everyone? I've been battling a cold I was getting, and I'd like to say I've been kicking its ass. It's going away before it can really get established, so that's good. And anyways, excuse me. Today's video, while I decided to make a video real quick on motivation, and I decided to make it while I'm cooking my post-workout meal. For those of you into fitness, since it's a fitness channel, it's boneless, skinless chicken thighs, green beans, and I have a little bit of rice. It's cooking in coconut oil, and I'm going to put sriracha sauce on there, on the chicken, to have coconut sriracha chicken bowl. Anyways, you see my head's a little off. I gotta get my focus here. Alright, motivation. So I was at the gym today, and I was talking to someone, and I had some thoughts. I had some pretty good thoughts last night on motivation. And sometimes for most people, motivation isn't enough to get you to do what you should do. Now, the first way to actually get motivated is to think of a goal. You have to have an aim, and that goal should be something that you really, really desire, okay? You have to really desire, let's say, getting in shape, all right? You have to really desire getting in shape to be motivated to do it. And what you need to do is you write down everything that you want in your life, okay? What kind of family do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? What kind of friends do you want? What kind of job or career do you want? What kind of money do you want? What kind of body do you want? How do you want to spend majority of your time in your life? You need to think about these things. You really need to think about these things. You need to write them down. When you write them down, start picturing yourself having these things. How do you feel? That alone should be motivation for you. Now, even though it's easy to do these things, it's even easier not to do these things. Most people will say, man, well, you know what I want? I want to be a billionaire, or I want to be the world's first trillionaire. That's what I want. And then they'll say to themselves, it seems unrealistic. Even though I want that, it doesn't seem possible. So I'm just going to do nothing. And that's where most people end up staying. To them, it's too much work. It's not plausible to them. Even though that's what they want, they just can't accept that it's possible. And if it's not possible, why even try? And what they do is they go through life kind of in zombie mode. Now, I think the current generation, and I'm not talking just about kids and young generation, I'm also talking about everyone alive right now. Obviously the younger, more so than the older, but everyone alive. In this generation of living beings, I think it's harder to try to understand and decide what we want out of life, okay? Because we're constantly bombarded nowadays with distractions. Now, I can only imagine the first distraction when the TV came out, right? But now we have TV, we have mobile devices, we have social media. We live in a very hectic world where we don't have a lot of time to sit and think about exactly what we want. And you'd be like, yeah, I know what kind of life I want, but I'm going to sit and think about it tonight, but then your favorite show comes on, and then someone calls you, then you get a text message, then oh my god, you see what they posted. Oh, I forgot to check this, let me check this, let me check that. There's so many distractions. Oh my gosh, it's TV time again, my other favorite show's on. I recorded it, and I got to see what happens in the next episode. All these things distract us. They actually take away from us creating the life that we want, because we're not sitting around thinking about the life that we want. We're just kind of going through the motions. I mean, this has happened to me numerous times. So, you can write down everything, take the time, and think about the kind of life you want to build for yourself in the next 5-10 years. And now here's the turning point. The purpose that makes this video a little different than most, I guess, motivational videos. Like, figure out what you want and work towards it. Obvious. That's obvious. That's what you should do. And again, like I said, it's easier not to do it. But that might not be enough for most people, okay? This is the difference. This is something that I didn't even realize. If thinking about the future and the life that you want to obtain isn't motivation enough for you, okay, listen to me. If that's not motivation enough for you, think about the life you don't want. Think about the life you don't want to live. And are you currently on that path? That should be scary as hell. If your answer is, man, I'm not living the life I want to live. If that's your answer, I don't like my career, I don't like my body, I don't like my friends or lack of friends, I don't like my relationship or lack of relationship, I don't like the kind of person I am. If this isn't who I want to be, but I'm just going to accept it. If these are your thoughts, that you're not happy with certain areas of your life, okay? Think about what's going to be different in a couple months. What's going to be different next year? What's going to be different in 2 years? 3, 5, 10? It doesn't seem like much will be different if you're not doing anything about it. You're going to hope that some miracle happens and something changes your life out of your control. But that's just wishful thinking. That's not real thinking. That's not taking initiative, creating your destiny. That's just letting life happen to you. And if you don't have a stance in trying to decide what you want out of life, life will happen to you, but maybe not in the way that you would like. You need to take some control. So for instance, if you want to get in shape, okay? You want to get in shape, but you don't go to the gym. You sit on the couch and you're eating chips all day. Now, you might be okay right now. And you might think, I want to be shredded, but I'll never get shredded like them. What's the point? I'll just keep eating, fuck it. Who cares? I'm never going to get like that, so what's the point? Gotta have fun, gotta eat. Gotta enjoy myself now. What happens in 20, 30 years when you have a heart attack, right? Because you are overeating and not taking care of your health. What happens in 30 years? You're going to say, man, I wish 30 years ago I could go back and, get off that couch and start taking care of myself. I wish I started exercising. I knew I should have, but I didn't. Here is the flip, okay? The things you do today mold your future. They do. And we have a little voice inside of us that tells us things. Your conscience. Now, for me, let's say, an example, like I want to be a billionaire, let's say. The problem is I think, well, I don't know how to become one. So then I just paralyze myself, right? When I should be, what paralyzes a lot of us, we don't know what to do, okay? But we do know what we shouldn't do. This is a change in perception, a change in thinking. So, going back to the person that's out of shape, okay? You might be like, well, I want to get in shape. Here, let me put you over here. I got to flip some food. I want to get in shape. I want to be healthy, but I don't know what to do in the gym. I don't know how many calories I should eat. I don't know how many times I should work out, what routine I should do. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. If I figure out what I'm doing, then maybe, but fuck it, I don't know what the hell to do. So what you do instead is nothing, because you don't know what to do, so you just do nothing. But inside of you, you know that you shouldn't be sitting on the couch if you want to get in shape. You know that much. This is how you need to think. If you don't know how to get to your goal, okay, you definitely know what you shouldn't be doing to get to your goal. Like, if I want to get in shape, I know I shouldn't be sitting on the couch. Regardless of how do I get in shape, I have no idea, but I know I shouldn't be sitting on the couch. So I'm going to start working out. I don't care if I don't know what I'm doing in the gym. I'm going to do something, because it's better than sitting on the couch. What I'm doing in the gym, I'm not sure if it's, optimal, but I know it's not optimal to lay on the couch. I want to be someone that gets up early. Well, I know that I need to set an alarm. I need to get up early. I need to take care of myself. I need to, I know if I want to make money, I need to start learning something. I need to start improving myself. I need to start acquiring some skills. What skills? I don't know. But guess what? something is better than nothing. It's better than just sitting around saying, I don't know what to do. Okay? Because sitting around saying, I don't know what to do doesn't help you. Anything would be almost better than doing nothing. Especially when your inner voice, your consciousness, tells you you shouldn't be doing this. Listen, I don't know how we're going to do it, but you shouldn't be doing this. You know this isn't bringing you any kind of success, and it isn't going to improve your life. If anything, it might make it worse. So don't do this. That's the voice you need to start listening to. If you can't figure out how to get to where you want to get, start listening to the voice that tells you, well, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this shit. That much we know. That's the voice, and that's the perception not many people really understand. Many people don't even listen to. They don't even realize that. They don't have that other aspect. They just think, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. I don't know, it's too complicated. We pull up excuses. We start comparing ourselves to other people. What's the point? Blah, blah, blah. But we never say, well, what am I doing right now? I know for sure this ain't fucking helping me. I know for sure this ain't getting me to where I want to go. That's what I do know. So maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should find something else to do. Even if it's not getting me to my goal, at least it's better than me knowing that I shouldn't be doing this. Okay? So start trying to listen to that voice that tells you, hey man, you shouldn't be doing this shit if you want this. You know better. Deep inside of you, you know. It doesn't matter about how you're going to get there. It's just that you know you shouldn't be doing whatever you're doing right now. Do you understand what I mean? I understand my thoughts better than I can explain it sometimes. So I hope you're on the same page with me. Another thing that's pretty interesting is to realize no matter what you do, okay, you will get better at it. Isn't that amazing? It's an amazing thought. No matter what you do, you will get better at. You don't have to compare yourself with the other person. Be like, they're better than at me, so I shouldn't try. No. No matter what you do, whatever you start today, you'll be better in a year. And if you start walking around the block, guess what? It's going to get easier. If you start going to the gym, guess what? It's going to get easier. If you start learning guitar, it's going to get easier. If you start, computer programs, it's going to get easier. If you start reading every day, it's going to get easier. A year from now, you will be better. No matter what you do. If you sit around on the couch all day, guess what? In a year, you will be even better at sitting on the couch. You'll become a master at sitting on the couch. You'll become a master at being lazy. If you sleep in every day, you'll be a master at it next year. You'll get better at sleeping in. Right? You need to understand that these things are beneficial to me. Are they improving my life, giving me the life I want? Are they leading me to my heaven on earth of everything that I want out of life? Or is it leading me to my own personal hell? I sit on the couch every day, don't work out, don't eat right. Yeah, I'm enjoying it temporarily, but how do I really feel about myself? How am I what path am I going down? Where am I going to be in 10 years if I continue this, right? So, if thinking about your goals and it doesn't get you there enough, think about your fears. If you can't run towards your goals, a lot of people can, not everyone can. Not everyone can run towards their goals. And if you are one of those people that can't run towards their goals, then you might be one of the people that have to run away from their fears. Now, I don't mean run away from your fears, like don't face your fears. Because if you're running away from your fears of the life that you don't want, you're actually facing your fear by going against it. Saying, that won't happen to me, I'll show you. It's a little different, depending on, this is looking ugly. Depending on how you want to do it. I'm not telling you not to face your fears. You'll be facing your fears in this sense by running away from them. Because you're running away from the path of the life that you don't want to live. Does that make sense? So, in short, think about what kind of life you want to have in all areas. Literally, if you could start over today, okay? I don't know if you're religious, or even if you're not. So let's say a genie, okay? You could say God, you could say a genie, you could say, I don't know, whatever you want. Let's say a genie, all right? Because, I don't know, people are weird. And they get offended if you talk about religion or something. So let's say a genie. If you found a genie lamp, and the genie was like, listen, you get one wish, but your wish is going to be a detailed life. Okay? So multiple wishes in one. Say, what kind of life do you want to live? Tell me everything about the life you want. That's the genie I'm gonna give you. That's the kind of life you want to write down on a piece of paper. If a genie said, I'll give you whatever life you want, all the things you want, the friends, whatever you want out of life, whatever you want to be out of yourself as well, just write down all the characteristics you want about yourself, all the things that you want. What's your day like? Everything. Do that. Write that down and work towards it. On another piece of paper, if that's not enough, write down your current life, okay? The things you don't like about your life right now. And then realize, 5-10 years, if you don't do anything about those things, how is it going to be different? Is it going to be worse? Like I said earlier, if I sat on the couch every day and I didn't eat right, and I didn't take care of myself, and I got obese just eating whatever I want for the simple pleasures of today, I might be okay today, but what path would I be on in 10 years? Think from over there. My God, I'd be so unhealthy, I'd be depressed, I'd be out of shape, malnourished. That's not the kind of life I want to live. So you're going to have to do something about it today. And there's one other thing you need to keep in mind. Change, it's a struggle. When I first started working out, it was difficult. And then it got easier. When you do anything new, it's new, it's difficult, it's tough. It smells so good. But you need to understand what will hurt more, okay? The pain of working towards your goal, the sacrifices, the effort it takes to go to the gym, let's say, perfect analogy. The, learning. Say you're playing guitar, every day your fingers start hurting. It's difficult, you can't figure it out, your brain hurts. Studying, oh no, I messed up this problem, I don't know what's going on, but you continue to go through it. What's worse, those struggles, okay, that you actually get rewarded from in the end, from sacrifice now, enjoy the huge reward later, or don't sacrifice now, and then be filled with regret later. That's the one that's more painful. So you're sacrificing now, okay? And not in a bad way. It shouldn't be grueling, like, sucks. You should be sacrificing now where it's like, man, this is difficult, but I love it because I know where it's bringing me. It's every day it's bringing me closer and closer and closer to my goal, okay? Now, I did say run towards your goal, but ultimately, you want your goals to pull you there by keeping them in your mind, by thinking about them every day, by realizing that even though things are difficult right now when you're on that path to create your life, you're one step closer every day. You're putting in the work, you're doing the right steps to get you that life that you ultimately want. Obviously, if you're younger, you have more time to figure this out and work on it. You're never too late, but it's so much better if you're younger and you do it. Because you could accomplish all your goals, let's say, by the time you're 30, okay? And you can say, hey, I want to live another life now. What's my next chapter, my next goals? And you could do it all again. You could live 2-3 lives in one lifespan, 3 different lives. Think about, when I say that, think about when you're a kid. When you were born to 12, that was like a different lifetime. Yeah, it's still your lifespan, but it was like a different world. Different interactions, different time, different music, everything was different. comparative to high school. That was a whole different life. Comparative to after high school, college, that was a whole different life. If you understand what I mean, college life versus elementary life is very different. Then getting married is a whole different life. Then having kids, that's a whole different life. Now you're living a life like a father. Then, having grandkids, like all these things are different lives. Different experiences of life. So the sooner you can accomplish some of your goals, the better. But you need to get to work on something. Otherwise, you might end up living in hell. And one day, after all these distractions, these phones and technology, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, fuck, I'm 60 years old. Where did time go? It was like just yesterday I was doing this, just yesterday I was doing that, and now, man, I'm not living the life I want. But you need to take responsibility and ask yourself, well, what did I do to have the life I want? So think about it. I hope this sparked some thoughts in your brain. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. Alright guys, food's looking good. Woo. I need to get a new pan. Alright, best of luck to everyone, and I will see you on the next video.